Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So Sephora has been launching a bunch of new items recently, and they sent me their collection of destination eyeshadow palettes. This is them right here. So there's a bunch of them. I like how they show the colors on the edge of the box so you know what shades are inside, but I figured I would go through and do some swatches, a try on or two, and see what we think of this formula. So if you guys are also curious about these new palettes from Sephora, then just keep watching. So if you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you know that the Sephora Pro palettes were some of my favorite palettes a few years ago. I still think they're excellent. I still have them in my collection. I still use them from time to time. I do think that they have a nice shadow formula. So I am curious to see what I think of these. These do remind me a lot of the Essence palettes that they came out with for like $3 or $4, where each palette had like a theme. Like there was a Paris, there was a Sydney, there was a Rio. So they were all like city themed, and they based their colors on what colors reminded them of the city. So Paris was like pinks and dreamy colors, and Sydney was like blues and oranges and greens and like nature colors. And I kind of feel like that's what these are too. Usually the dupes go the other way around. The expensive version comes out and then the more affordable option comes out. But Essence definitely released theirs years ago, and now we have the Sephora Destinations palettes. Just my observations, that's all. So this is what the palettes look like. They say Destinations on the front, and then on the back they have the colors, and along the binding, I guess, if you will, it says the name of the palettes. So we have Southern Charm, Off the Grid, Gone West, Turn Up the Heat, Island Hopping, and Concrete Jungle. And as I mentioned in the intro, the boxes also have the color story on the side of the box, so that if you didn't see it on the back, you would see it on the side. Now let's open these up and start playing with some shadow. Okay, so I've unboxed all of them, and I can already tell you based on color story, there are two that I don't think I will ever use. So I'm not going to swatch those two, but I will show you the colors. The first one is Concrete Jungle. Looks like this. And then inside, the shades are more cool tone. So we've got like two grayish shades, a pale blue, a peach, and then some like grayish shimmers and like a burgundy gray shimmer. This is just not a color story I hardly ever wear, so I'm going to donate this one to a local shelter. And then we have Turn Up the Heat, which is this one. I just have so many other palettes with similar color stories that I don't want to waste something that someone else could use. So we've got like our peaches, and then we've got like a champagne, a pink, and like a pink to orange flip shimmer, and then like a neutral tone peach over here. Not a whole lot of color variety either, so I'm going to be donating those, but I just wanted to show you guys what the shadows look like in person. Okay, now onto the ones that I am considering keeping and using. The first one being the Island Hopping, which looks like this. Makes me want to take a vacation. Inside, the shades are all kind of pastels, which normally wouldn't grab my attention, but these metallics look stunning, and I definitely am going to swatch those for you. They feel super smooth. Ooh. I used to have an Urban Decay shadow called Fireball that was like this shade, but here are the metallics from that palette. They're pretty. And then let's try these two matte shades, because sometimes pastels are hard to formulate. They nailed it. These are good. We have, let's see, I'll do it over here. Matte purple and that matte brown. I told you guys, Sephora's shadows are really good. Don't sleep on them. So that was just a few from that first palette. While it doesn't necessarily go with my outfit today, moving on to another one I'm considering. This is the Gone West, and this reminds me a lot of the Urban Decay. What was that one called? The Urban Decay one that had like the reds, the browns, and the teals in it. I want to say it was something like Wild West or Cowboy or something like that. This is what it looks like inside. This one's calling to me today, just the vibe. A beautiful camel color. We've got some terracotta browns up here. We have a beautiful like coppery golden shade, a teal, and then a what would I call this one? This is more like copper penny. This is more gold metallic copper penny. So pretty, but no super light shades and no super deep shades to add definition and contrast. But let's just try, I mean, guys, we know that the mattes are gonna be good. Like, come on. And then let's try this beautiful teal shade. Those two together, I mean, come on. Those two shades together. Moving on to another palette I'm considering. This is the Off the Grid. Shows the beautiful canyons, which makes me want to go see the Grand Canyon. This one's just like a good everyday neutrals palette. It's got various shades of beige. So we've got our cream. This is more of a peach, more of a tan, and more of a light sable-y brown. Then we have this beautiful like gold pink champagne color, medium tone gold, and then more of a brown bronzy shimmer. Really beautiful. I could see this being really fast and easy for those mornings that I don't have much time, but it also might complement the outfit today. Let me show you what I'm talking about with this one. It looks like gold, but then it kind of looks pink. You guys see it? It's so pretty. Like that would be gorgeous on the inner corner or even as a highlight. I mean, should we try it? Oh my. There we go. We have a highlight. And then the last one that I'm considering is the Southern Charm one. Has a little trolley on it. I'm not sure what city this is supposed to be mimicking. I'm wondering if it's like Savannah. I've never been to Savannah. I mean, it could be Louisiana, I guess, too. Oh, yeah, it's Louisiana. I see the beads. I see the Mardi Gras beads. Cute little detail. This one, while these aren't the shades I'm drawn to, these are intriguing me. I'm not sure if you can see the color shift, but this one is like that MAC blue brown pigment. This one's like a teal and blue, and this one's like a burgundy pink purple flip. So pretty. And I also really love this like mauve shade up here. So let's swatch. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right, we ready? So we have that greeny flip one. We have that matte purple. We have the other flip one, and then, ooh. All right, so this was the teal one. This was like the blue brown pigment. So these are all darker and smokier than I normally go for. So I would probably only be keeping this palette for these special colors. So I'll put that one aside today, and we will work from these palettes today. Sound good? If you guys can hear the birds outside, they seem to think it's spring because it's like 50 degrees today. But anyway, back to the shadow. I went off camera and did this eye, and it made quite a mess. These are, let me show you. These are very, very, very dusty shadows. Can you guys see all the dust here? Very, very dusty. So in the application process, the peach shade that I was putting in my crease ended up all over my nose, and it fell off down here. Like, this is the color my skin's supposed to be. It's all peachy down here. So they're very, very dusty. I don't remember their mattes being quite this dusty before. So they're pigmented, but they're kind of a mess. So I would say do your shadow first before your makeup, which I did not do. But this shade is really nice. This shade is really nice for kind of canceling everything out on the lid. So I will show you kind of what I did, even though it made quite a mess. Like, this shade is really nice. It really kind of blanks out everything and gives you a clean base to start with. Do you see how brightening that is? Like, just everything. Like, I could just do one shade and mascara and be done. Actually, that might help me clean up this side. Here we go. All right, a little better. All right, so that's what I did first. Then I went in with the peach shade here that is super dusty in the crease. And then switching over to the Gone West palette, I kind of went into a combination of these terracotta shades on the outer corner, just kind of deepen things up. And then I went in with the gold from this palette on the lid, which is stunning. And this is dry. And then I went in with this lightest shade on the inner corner. And these do have mirrors, by the way. And then I plan to take a little liner brush and go in with that teal. That's beautiful. This color is gorgeous. I wish I had a liquid liner this color. This is so, so pretty. It's like a deep teal green and reflective and so, so pretty. So pretty. Okay, so after trying a handful of these, I really like them. Like I said, they are a little bit dusty, so you just want to do your eye makeup before you do your face makeup to prevent any fallout. I am very excited about these two, the Off the Grid and the Gone West, the ones I used today. This is gorgeous. I love the teals with the yellows and the golds. So, so pretty. It's actually making me want to pick up that like Wild West palette from Urban Decay, that Naked palette. I'm feeling like I would love that. It's like a combination of the Honey palette, which I love, and then like terracottas and teals, which I also love. So I'm also excited to try these beautiful pastel shades, especially for like the spring. And then this one, it's more of like a grungy palette that I may not get a ton of use out of, but these metallics are really pretty. So they are really fun. And like I said before, I'm going to be donating these two. Great colors, great quality, just not something I'm going to reach for, and I want to make sure someone will get a ton of use out of it. So all in all, I would say that these new palettes are a success. They are a thumbs up, a little bit on the dusty side, but I don't mind. I just have to do my makeup, my eye makeup before my face makeup when I know that. So I hope you guys enjoy seeing swatches and a try on of these destination palettes from Sephora. If you enjoyed this video, remember to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.